here's everything you'll need to make an easy and efficient guardian farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.16 and up. To start it off, you're obviously going to have an ocean monument, and I recommend killing off all the elder guardians before you build this farm. It'll make your life a lot easier. Now you want to go ahead and grab your locator map. And as you can see on the locator map, my locator is facing up. There we go. So the pointy part is facing up. You're going to want to do the same thing. So since it's facing up, that way is north, which means that this side of the temple is the north side. So if this is the north side, that means that this is the east side. So we want to go to the northeast side, which is this corner right here. So north side, northeast corner right here. Once you're at the northeast corner of your ocean monument, go ahead and count up 2 blocks diagonally. So 1, 2, and then 3. Boom, place a block, and then bring that block all the way up until it's 1 block above the ocean surface. Like that. There we go. So basically you just want to bring this all the way down to the ocean floor, but you don't have to, obviously, if there's already blocks in the way. You just want to fill up those empty gaps. So now that we have that pillar that is marking our northeast corner of the ocean monument, we can now use this graph on the right to actually fill in the rest of the spots. So the pillar we just built is actually right here. But yeah, basically, you're going to want to use that diagram on the right to fill in all the other spawning spots. All of those red squares on that diagram are the spawning spots of all of the guardians. And we are going to want to add pillars on all those spawning spots. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple with you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do this part right here. So that's 9 blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 9 like that. And then 10, that is our spawning spot. So we're going to make that 1 block above like that. And now this next side is 15. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. That is our spawning spot. So I think you guys get the hang of it. Obviously, like right here, we go down 10. So 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. And then boom, our spawning spot. Boom, there you go. But basically, use the graph on the right to basically do what I just did and fill in each of these spawning spots. I'll be right back when I finish it. Alright, and I've now used that diagram to make this. As you can see, I've outlined all the spawning spots of the guardian farm. Now, do not panic. Yours might look different than this, and that is okay. As long as you can tell where all these spawning spots are, you are good. So once again, these blocks that are sticking up are the spawning spots of all the guardians. Yours may look different. That is okay. But yeah, once you do have something like this, you're going to want to go to each and every one of these spawning spots and bring them all the way down to the ocean floor. So go ahead and make a little pillar that goes all the way down to the ocean floor, and remember to fill in any gaps. So if there's gaps like this in the actual ocean monument, you want to fill them in like that, so it goes all the way down to the ocean floor. And yeah, so do it for all of these. I'll do it one more time with you guys. I'm gonna bring this all the way down, and we're gonna fill in these big gaps because we don't want anything spawning in there. And I'm gonna bring this all the way down to the ocean floor. So just like that. Beautiful. So yeah, you guys are gonna want to do that for every single one of these spawning spots. So every single one of these blocks that are sticking out. And yeah. Alrighty, so I have now extended all of those pillars down to the sea floor, and yeah, yours should be looking something like this now. Alright, and as you could see, there is still some guardians that are swimming around here, and we do not want that, so we're gonna go ahead and leave the area and come back and let them despawn. Alright, so when you come back, they should all be gone, and that is because we blocked off all the spawning spots, so none should be spawning. If there's still some when you came back, you can go ahead and kill them, but if there is still some spawning, then that means you built your pillars wrong. So go ahead and use that diagram from earlier to make sure all your stuff is exact. But yeah, once you realize that there is none spawning, you want to use your locator map to go up to the north side again, and instead of going to the northeast side, which is that side, you want to go to the northwest side, which is the other side. So that's the northeast side, and that is the northwest side. So go over to your northwest side right here, and then break 5 of these blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go ahead and do that for these 4 pillars. So that one, and that one. All right, there we go. So for those 4 pillars, they're now broken down 5 blocks down. So now you're going to want to get your temporary block. I'm going to use dirt. I recommend using dirt because we're going to be eventually placing kelp on this. So yeah, I recommend using dirt. So get your 4 dirt and place them on top of those right there. So just like that, we're going to end up destroying those later. But yeah, once you do have those, you're going to want to extend this up as like if it were a tube all the way up to this level right here on all 4 of these. So like that. There you go. And do that on all 4 of these. So once you've got those, you're now going to want to put blocks in the corners, because there's a glitch where the guardians will actually get out of the corner blocks when going up this tube, and we don't want that. So fill in the corners like I'm doing right here for all 3 of your little pillars. All right, so you should now have 4 pods like that. And now we're going to want to extend these pods up by 20. And now we're going to want to extend these up by 30 blocks. So go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And you're going to want to do that for the whole tube, so corners and everything too. So bring it all the way up to 30 blocks tall. And yeah, you're going to want to, of course, do that for all of these. So yeah, go ahead and extend these all up by 30 blocks. Alrighty, so I've now extended those tubes up 30 blocks tall, and yeah, it is looking pretty cool, not gonna lie. But yeah, now you're going to want to add kind of a little plus shape on all the top, and then you're going to want to connect these up like this. So these outer corners, connect them up with the other pillars. And when you're done, it should be looking something like this. Now you can get rid of these 2 blocks in the middle, kind of like this. So go ahead and get rid of all those. So now you're basically just want to come to this level right here and fill this all in. So that's one giant platform. And yeah. All right, boom, there we go. So now one giant platform on top of all those pillars. Now you're going to want to get your water buckets and place one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. And you see that they should flow into the middle like that. And they should also be flowing all the way down into those tubes. Now you're going to want to get rid of these blocks in the middle that the water is not touching. So go ahead and get rid of all those. And you're going to come under it. Now this can be hard if you're in survival, so go ahead and make some scaffolding under this temporarily. But yeah, you're going to come under it and place 2 blocks on all of these parts right here. So like that. Connect them up like this. So like this. There we go. You should have like a weird shaped square like that on the bottom. And then just fill this all in like this. Boom, boom. There we go. And so now if we break these blocks right here, so these blocks right there, there, and there, you'll see that the water flows down into the middle. And now we're going to want to extend these up all the way like this, all the way like this, and boom, like that. So now you should have a 2 block tall wall going around this whole platform. And then you're going to want to put blocks right above those water sources, because if we don't, the guardians will sometimes fly out, and then yeah, that would not be good. So yeah, put blocks right there. And yeah, so now you're going to want to come to the very bottom onto one of these parts right here. And once you're down here, you're going to want to bridge up 23 blocks. So 1, 2, and once you've done that, connect this up with the pillars. So go ahead and do that. And you should be like in the middle of these 2 pillars like that. And you're going to go to any block and bridge out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks out like that. And basically you're going to make a platform now. So go ahead and just connect up the corners like this, like that, and then fill it all in. And boom, there we go. That's going to be your kind of AFK trident killer platform. You can get rid of this pillar if you want, or you can turn that into scaffolding or something to actually get up there. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to destroy it. But yeah, now we are going to build our trident killer. So if you go out to these edge blocks and go out by 1, 2, on that 3rd block, place a block right here, and then right here, and then right here, and then right there, like that. And you should have like a little box thing right there. Now you're going to want to break out these 2 blocks, put your chest right there, jump into that little hole, break any of these blocks that are closest to the chest, break that one so you can now see the chest, crouch, and then place a hopper right there and right there, and make sure they're going into that chest. Once you've done that, go ahead and place a rail on top of that hopper, and then a minecart with hopper on top of that rail. You could place blocks around it so it doesn't go anywhere, and then you're going to place blocks all on top of this again. So boom, 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 boom. There we go. Then you want to place a block right here, right here, right here, and right here. You're going to want to put redstone on top of all those blocks like that. Break the blocks that are next to the redstone like I'm doing right there. So like that. And then you're going to put an observer so that the eyes are facing towards that redstone. So as you see, his eyes are facing towards that redstone. So do that for all of these. All right, there we go. So you should have your 4 observers like that. All their eyes should be facing towards the redstone. Grab your block and put them above all these observers. And then your pistons and put them in those extra blocks right here. All right, now if you put a lever right here on that block, flip the lever on like that, and as you can see, the machine will go extend this piston out and kind of go around. And then if you turn it back on, it should cycle through all those pistons. And that is our mechanism for the trident killer. So you're going to want to fill in all these blocks right here so that the guardians don't fall out. That would not be good. So go ahead and do that all the way up to the top. There we go. And just to be safe, I'd fill in these corners because they can somehow get out sometimes. So yeah, go ahead and fill in all these corners like that. And if you want to get the XP, which trust me, you'll get a lot, you're going to want to break this block and put a slab right there. So all the XP will come flying out, and you do get a lot. But yeah, now you can come back up to the top, remove these 4 blocks in the middle, and as you can see, it should go down into your trident killer. But yeah, now you're going to want to grab your 4 trapdoors, put them right here like that, and then go ahead and close them all like this. All right, so I'm editing this, and I actually totally forgot, but you're going to want to add more trapdoors under. So right here and right here, right here and right here. So make sure to have 4 trapdoors instead of just the regular 2 that I had before. So yeah, then you can grab your signs and put them on top of those trapdoors. So there we go. And boom, there you go. Once you put all the signs on the trapdoors, you'll see it'll actually block the water. So when they go in, they'll won't be able to like swim up or anything. And yeah, now we're actually gonna go ahead and put blocks on top of these signs just so they don't shoot out, because sometimes they can shoot out of the trident killer. It's really weird, but yeah, that's why those are there. And boom, the killing chamber is pretty much ready to go. All you want to do is head down to the bottom here and then throw these tridents into there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The more tridents you have, the faster they'll die, and it doesn't matter what durability these tridents are, they won't break when they're in the trident killer. So yeah, you won't have to worry about that. And yeah, there we go. The trident killer killing mechanism is now done. All right, so now you're going to want to go ahead and put slabs on top of all these blocks right here, just to make sure mobs don't spawn and go into your farm. That wouldn't be good. So go ahead and put slabs on top of all these blocks. There we go. And then right here too. All right, and now the pretty much final part of this farm is you're going to want to go down into these tubes, and there is going to be guardians at the bottom, so you're going to have to kill them. And you're going to want to go ahead and put kelp all the way in this tube, and that's going to make all these blocks in that tube water sources. So go ahead and put kelp all the way up to the top on all these. You can actually go ahead and reuse them, but yeah, go ahead and put kelp in all these tubes. All right, so once you've brought the kelp up on all 4 of those, you're going to want to go to the very bottom, break the kelp, and it should all break and go up to the top, and then replace this piece of dirt with soul sand. And now you'll see that it'll actually bring you up to the top. We now have a bubble column in here, and that is actually how the guardians are going to get up here. So once you've got your bubble column in there, go ahead and place that block back above, and yeah, go ahead and do that for all your tubes. All right, so there we go. All those tubes are now bubble columns, and as you can see, some guardians are already stuck in the trident killer, and yeah, that's a really good sign. So yeah, you can flick this lever, turn on the trident killer, and they'll all die, and all their drops will go into this chest. As you can see, some of the kelp still going in there. And since this is a trident killer, you can actually hold a looting 3 sword to get 3 times the drops that you usually would. So yeah, I recommend holding a looting sword when using this farm. But other than that, that is actually the farm complete. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you're having troubles with this farm, feel free to join my Discord, link in the description, or me or some of my helpers will help you out there. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.